Well, it depends what you think about midlife and menopause. I mean, there's a lot more conversation about it now, but we wanted to make a show that talked about the whole experience of being in the middle of your life. And of course, part of that for women is menopause, but also all the other things that happen to you in the middle of your life, which is often bereavement. It's a change. People often change their work. People's children often leave home. And it's a time of great change. And we're trying to open up the conversation about all of that and about the positive elements that happen as well as the really difficult stuff.
Is there a sense that people try to almost hide it? Is that kind of what you wanted to explore?
Yeah, well, I think in our culture that we're all in, ageing is seen really negatively, and we're sold lots of things to stop us ageing. But we're trying to create an environment where we talk about the positives about getting older, and there are many of them, particularly in the way that you perceive the world and the wisdom that you have, but also the way in which you care less about what people think about you. And often, a lot of people find a lot of energy for trying to do a career that they really want to do in middle age and beyond, rather than doing what was expected of them.
Like you say, experience is a big thing, isn't it? Is it almost a celebration of experience then in some ways?
Yeah, definitely. I mean, we researched the show by undertaking sort of really in-depth interviews with 50 women, and we worked with a researcher for that. And we subsequently met smaller groups of women, and talked to them about their experiences. And the show is based on really 3 life stories. One of them is mine, and the 2 other life stories are that of Jackie and Karen, who are also in the show. And we talked a lot about our experiences of growing up, but also the experiences of our mums and the lives that they led. And we talk a lot about the experience of class and race in our society. We're all really different women to each other. And so we were trying to show a breadth of experience, not just one narrow view of what middle age was about.
Is there a geographic focus to it, or is it, just age generally in the UK?
There is in a way. We're from across the country. I live in the southwest. Karen is from Nottingham. Jackie's from London. And I suppose we were trying to look at the differences and the similarities between our experiences as well. But the focus of the interviews with the women, we worked mainly with women in the southwest and in the Bristol area in our research. But we talked to loads of people, and we talked especially to our mums and their experience about menopause as well. And the more we spoke about it, the more women wanted to talk to us about their experiences. And the last time we did the show, which was 5 years ago, women left us so many messages about what they had gone through and their perspectives. It was a really humbling experience to receive all of those messages.
I think of, the Vagina Monologues as like, a big iconic institution in terms of the arts. Is this almost more down to earth in some respects?
I love the Vagina Monologues. I think it was a game changer for removing shame. And I think our stories as well, and what our show is about, is really about removing shame. Because there's nothing shameful about ageing. There's nothing shameful about being menopausal. And yet in our culture, it's been really hidden away. And I think the reason that we have to remove shame is, 1 in 10 women leaves the workforce during menopause and never returns. And that has a massive impact on families and on that individual woman. And we want to change the world so it's not like that for people, and women can be openly symptomatic and able to talk about their experiences. But in terms of being down to earth, the show is funny. We play characters that are bigger versions of ourselves, and all the memories in the show are our own or those of our mums, so they're all real. And you also see other women appear in film footage in the show, which is about widening out experiences. So yes, there's dancing, because I was a disco dancing champion in the past, and part of the story is that I'm trying to get back to that moment all the way through the show, and I'm trying to see if I can get back that energy and that drive that I had then.